I have a story. Today is a day of story. Don't forget, my name is Nkoyo Rosalind. So I brought us an interesting story for today. So my today's story is about a very famous king and his queen. A very famous king and his queen. So it was this season of celebration. So a king called send message to the town and call for everyone to come to the palace and married with him. So in the palace there were lots of drinking, eating and everything. Lots of enjoyment, merry in the palace. Remember, as kings and queen. So the king was hosting the men in the palace. So there were lots of merry men, lots of goodies for 7 days. This party went on for 7 days. So in the other hand, the queen also gathered her own women, also sent news to the town, gathered all the women and brought the women to her place. She did the same thing that was going on with the king in the palace. So women were there with the queen in the house. They were also marrying in the house. They were eating, they were drinking, they were having fun, they were having good time as women together. So in the other hand, with the king has drunk, they've eaten, they've enjoyed themselves. Then on the seventh day, the queen remember that it's time to show his beautiful wife, the queen, to everyone that came to marry. So he wanted to show everyone how beautiful his wife is. His wife is beautiful, is fair. You know, there's something about fair women. He said the wife is fair to look upon, the woman is beautiful. So he wanted to introduce the wife to everyone again in the palace. Then he sent instruction to his messenger and said, tell my wife to dress, that's the queen, tell the queen to dress with the most beautiful apparel and let her put on the golden crown on her head and come to the palace. Let me show her off to everyone that came to. So the messenger went to the queen, and remember, queen was also having his own party with the women in the house. So that was going on. So by the time the messenger went and told the queen, oh my queen, live long. So your husband demand or ask that you come to the palace and dress with a beautiful apparel and put on the golden crown on your head. So he might show you, introduce you, or show you to everyone in the palace to tell them how beautiful you are, how you have been chopping his money, how he has taken care of you, how he took care of you, how he beautified you with his wealth, how he's been pampering you. Guess what? By the time the messenger got to the queen and delivered the message to the queen, guess what queen did? Responded, she is not going. Tell my husband I am not coming. Because already she was also beautiful. She was in her own fulagalia. Everything was done. She looked at herself too. You know, that ego in her, whatever my husband is, I am the same thing. I'm on the same level. We are in the same rank. My husband is this, I'm also this. My husband has men in the palace, I have women in my palace. My husband is dressed, but I'm also dressed. So that ego was there. So she said what she said. And the messenger took the words, chose the way she said it. The messenger took the message and delivered it to the to the king, excuse me. And the messenger delivered the message to the king, just the way the queen have said it. The messenger delivered it just like that. And mind you, at that time, the king's eyes went and the mouth went up because the king knows the implication of that I am not coming. The king knows the implication. You know why? Because one, at that point, he is not her regular husband. At that point, where he is that throne where he's seated and the people around him, he is no longer her husband that she used to know. So at that point, where the space where the king was and signs the message, he was her lord. He was her judge. He was her king. So whatever the king is to the crown is who the king is to the husband at that time. So as the women, so this now brought me to a place where we need to understand time, season, where and when. There's when my husband is my husband, and there's when my husband is my boyfriend, and there's when my husband is my lover, and there's when my husband is my son, and there's when my husband is my father, and there's when my husband is my king. And that's why my husband is my Lord, is my judge. So I need to understand every point. I need to understand every point of my husband. You know why? Because is my husband, there's when that garment will change to a judge. So I have to dress him, I have to see him like that. When he has moved from being a son, being a lover, to being a king, I have to understand, step into when is a king, I have to become his queen. When is a husband, I have to become a wife. When is my son, I have to become his mother. When is my boyfriend, I have to become his girlfriend. I have to become his lover. So we need to understand. So I don't know, did you see anything wrong? Did that queen actually do anything wrong in your own opinion? Did she do anything wrong? Because my own opinion is what I just shared now. So women, let's learn to study our husband. Don't see that man as your husband every time. Don't see that man as your baby every time. Don't see that man as your husband, as your boyfriend, as your friend every time. No, the garment, the water changes. So study your man and understand when the water has changed, when the garment has changed. That's